is a journey into an alternate reality where all your crypto dreams come true. I will be your host, Crypto.XL. And do remember, always remember, this is not financial advice. Okay. Alright, team. Exactly as predicted. We're ascending. We're on our way up. All the way up to heaven. Okay? We're going to the moon. There will be pullbacks along the way. There will be some bumps. But it doesn't change the outcome of our destination. Where we are right now is really, really good. Because as soon as Bitcoin stabilizes, I expect a lot of capital to flow out of Bitcoin into the altcoins. We are already at 54,500. So we're really, really close to the halving. And we've already broken the 618. And we've broken it with strength, right? And if you look at the candles, we're very close to all-time highs. Very, very close. If you have not packed your bags yet, after all of this time is running out. Time really, really is running out. It's not like you won't get entries because there'll always be 20% pullbacks. But there might only be 20% pullbacks instead of the 40% pullbacks that we're accustomed to in a bull market. Right? After we hit the 618 here at around 49K, we had a pullback to 38,500. That is not 40%. That is roughly around 20%. Right? So if this is an indication of what's to come in the future, that would mean that or pullbacks for this bull market might not be as much as we're used to. So absolutely, I will continue to buy the dips. That all being said, I would make sure that I'm in the market. If I was not in the market, I would make sure I'm in the market. And yes, it is smart to always have money on the side to buy those dips. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Codex is doing quite well. I got my team in at the right points, and we're in profit. The Patreons are always in profit. If you look at how we're doing, MXM 33%, CPAT up 23%, ZK Swap 20%, Hello, which everyone forgot about and it was a stepchild, they wanted to kick it when it was down and make fun of it. It's up 17%. We were buying it when it was red. So the more days it was red and the more it went down, the more we just kept on buying. DexCheck is one of the greatest stories that we're going to be able to tell our grandchildren. You know, we were accumulating for a very long time. I was accumulating before I started the channel. And, excellence speaks for itself, right? It's doing quite well. And again, with this one, I would be patient. I didn't even need it to do this, right? I would just keep on accumulating DexCheck if it didn't already completely just blow the hatches off the barn. This thing is exploding right now. Moon Tropica is up 12%. GameFi, look at GameFi, 12.41. This was like $8 the other day. It's just, constant green. And the ones that are in red, we will continue to accumulate. If you're not part of the Patreon, I recommend you become part of the Patreon. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of which coins are the best coins, which coins should I be accumulating, which coins are going to outperform the market, when should I buy my coins, when should I sell my coins. I'm so confused, right? Now, I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just showing them what I'm doing because I'm not a financial advisor. But if you look at GT Protocol, this thing, and again, this is another crypto that the Patreons were buying for low, and now I don't even know how many X's we are. That's a lot. Okay, we're up a lot, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop. Another thing that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration is that even though we're high right now, we're very high, we haven't reached a halving yet. And should we have a normal bull cycle when we're going into 2025, Q4 2025? If we top out in Q4 2025, and what happens, what I think is going to happen, if that happens, this could be life changing for many, completely life changing. And that's why it's important to be in the correct cryptos, right? Because not all cryptos are going to perform like GT Protocol, right? Not all cryptos are going to perform like AI Tech or Dex Check or GameFi when, at the point when I got in. They're not all going to perform like that. These are outliers. And at the time when I was buying them, I also want to reiterate that these were high risk buys. I was buying when the market cap was below 10 million market cap, right? So you have to have some conviction in your cryptos when you're buying at those price points, because those low caps, they fluctuate. I could do a buy and it falls 30%. And I have to know that I believe in this team, or I believe in these cryptos so much that I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to buy more. I'm going to dollar cost average in. And the way my philosophy works is, if I believe in a crypto and I have conviction in it, when it goes down, I'm going to be able to buy twice as much as before, right? In my head. Exactly. So that is my philosophy, and things are looking how it should be looking. And CDX is up. It actually went above. I'm going to probably have to do a new Fibonacci, because it's now using this resistance as support, right? It's now using the resistance as support. So how high is this thing going to go? I'm not sure, but this might be another one that is going to be a story for the grandchildren. You never know. You don't know where it could end up, right? We're very, very early in the bull run. I'm sorry. We're very, very early in the bull run if you compare it to the parabolic phase of the bull run, okay? We're about 30% into the bull run, by the way, right? Because if you take it from the lows, Bitcoin was at 15,500 back in 2023, right? This is January 2023, and ever since then we've been climbing up. And if you look at the ascension, looks like we might start to be getting those massive impulse waves, right? Pretty soon. Maybe after the halving we stabilize a little bit. This is what we're expecting, right? We stabilize a little bit, and then towards June, July, we get another huge parabolic leg. I think that's what everyone is expecting. Some folks are looking for pullbacks though, but nonetheless, the probability that we end up at an extremely high number towards Q4 of 2024, the probability is very high. That we at the very least, we're going to be higher than we are now, right? And that is, and we're also at the point. Also, if you look at the flipping Ethereum versus Bitcoin, Ethereum is now flipping Bitcoin in the amount of gains per week, right? Which means that that's going to spill over into the altcoins. So the altcoins are going to start getting pumped a lot too. That's why I mentioned that if your bags are not packed yet, it's dangerous for them to not be packed, right? Patreons are doing quite well. They're on easy mode. They're getting buy alerts. They're seeing when I'm buying and at what prices I'm buying for. You can't make it any easier than that. So the Patreon pays for itself. That's my humble opinion. And if I was just getting into crypto, that's what I would do, to take a lot of guesswork out of it and just set it and forget it. I'm very excited. We are currently in February. February is about to close out, and a lot of things that I thought were going to happen, it's just happening exactly as predicted. I mean, it's exciting, but it's like it's surreal to seeing everything play out how you thought it would. It's incredible. I did remember saying that I don't think that we're going to have that major catastrophic 40% pullback like we've always had in the past. I also said if we did have a big pullback, I do have cash on the side to buy those dips. And you don't need as much cash as you think to buy the dip. The reason why is because the prices are a lot lower, right? But I do keep cash on the side for a rainy day, right? Rainy day emergency fund, emergency get rich fund. That's what that is, right? I definitely want to make sure I have something to catch all the falling gold, in this case falling Bitcoin. So pay attention to what's going on. You don't need to watch your portfolio every day unless you just want something to smile at. Patrons, if you want something to smile at, you can look at your portfolio. But as far as like we have a pullback like this, you should be excited. If you get a pullback like this, you should have a list of cryptos that you're interested in, and you go right to that list of cryptos when that pullback comes in, right? So you want to make sure you catch the pullback, right? Because I'm definitely there catching the pullbacks. So anytime you see a dip in the market, right, and then all of a sudden you see a wick and it goes back up, right? If it's a crypto like DEX check or Chain GPT or GPT protocol, those kind of cryptos, it might be me buying, right? It depends, right? Because I might already have too much of that. I might have accumulated too much of those of particular ones in that list. But as an example for cryptos of that caliber, when you see a pullback in engine starter or cryptos of that caliber, it's probably me buying. And when the dip, when he sees a wick and it goes whoop and it comes back up, that's probably me. I'm probably part of that. But yeah, we're up. Patreons are up. As I said before, this is the beginning. Yes, this is 30% into a bull market. However, the altcoins have not completely melted faces yet. Maybe some of my coins have, but the altcoin market in general has not, right? And we are getting positioned that when this does happen, that this could be some life-changing gains. And I cannot wait. I kind of enjoy it, so I want to take my time at the same time. I don't want it to be over too quickly. But it's interesting watching this all unfold, and I welcome you all to come along with me on this journey. There is definitely we're having a good time over there, watching our portfolios grow. And we're going to be harvesting, come springtime, summertime, we're going to be harvesting. And I do realize that the Q4 2025 is a scheduled peak of the market. But maybe Q1 or Q2 2024, if the market is extra frothy, if it is completely insane, taking a little bit of profit on the side and holding some, and in case there is some dip. It's no one ever went broke taking a little bit of profit. Not getting out of the market, but just taking a little bit of profit. But things are up, man. Things are really, really up, and it's going to be one heck of a year. We have two very big catalysts coming, right? Because on the 13th of March, you have Ethereum with their proposal that's about to get passed. It's supposed to lower gas fees, and we'll see if the reality matches the conviction that they propose, right? And then in around May 25th, we have the Ethereum ETF going in front of Congress, right? So we have a lot of catalysts that are going to propel altcoins forward, right? And before that, around April 20th, we have the Bitcoin halving right here, which cannot be overstated. Okay, so those are three catalysts right in front of us. And then after all of this, you want to hear more catalysts? Because there's more. We have the presidential election in the West, right? In an election year, the president is going to want to make sure that people in the economy feel happy. The incumbents want to retain their seats, so they're going to start sending stimulus checks, child care tax credit increases, reduction in interest and penalties. They're going to make sure that the American taxpayer has money so that everyone feels more well off and more wealthy. A lot of this money is going to flow into high risk assets, first into stocks and then into our crypto. So if you want to mention the amount of catalysts that we have in our favor, that's just some of them, right? We have artificial intelligence improving and, making exponential leaps every 6 months with what it's able to do. You just seen the other day with text to video that you can now make entire videos from a few lines of normal text. Like you're just typing out 3 sentences and it makes a 1 minute video. It's not before long that 1 minute video turns into 5 minutes, then half an hour, and then a 4-hour movie. It's really not that long, right? You have what Elon's doing over there between SpaceX and his home domesticated robot and his cyber car and his neuro brain internet, neuro brain technology. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you have a lot of AI catalysts that is going to push push the idea of AI, and then you're going to have the crypto AI coins that are going to continue to pump because they're going to feed off of this narrative, right? The Apple VR headset that was released recently, so again, that's going to affect crypto, and having all of that happen while the amount of money in circulation increases is going to completely, I think the bull market that we're about to experience, we have never seen anything like it. There has never been as much money that is about to come to this market. The amount of money that's about to come here is going to be unprecedented. It's going to be like a tidal wave. The money printing is going to increase, right? Because the interest rates in the West are closer to being under control. It's closer to being 2% now. And that is going to give the government the okay to start decreasing interest rates, right? Because now interest rates rising has paused. They're going to decrease it in 2024. So that's also going to pump money into the economy. So all of these catalysts together is going to continue to propel a market that was already ascending. This was already going up. It was already going to, if we didn't have all of these other catalysts, it would just normally, come down to like maybe here or so right before the halving and then continue to head up anyway. Now that we have literally a Bitcoin ETF that's pumping billions of dollars into Bitcoin, and we're about to get an Ethereum ETF that's going to pump billions of dollars into Ethereum. Imagine what that's going to do to the price of Ethereum, right? That's the real thing that no one has thought about. Maybe we have a $20,000 Ethereum. Maybe, right? It's a possibility because you need less money to pump Ethereum than you do to pump Bitcoin. That's why it's a possibility. And if that were to happen, you could think what's going to happen to altcoins under the Ethereum ecosystem. And how is that going to affect altcoins in general? Altcoins under BNB, Solana, and other chains. I think we're in a really good position. The fact that we're in the market right now, I think that we're in a very, very good position to do things that could affect our lives. And eventually we're going to get unrealistic valuations in the altcoins, right? Coins right now that we don't even know the name of. We are going to get that 100x. We're going to get those kind of numbers, right? It's important for us to pay attention to the new projects coming out and the ones that are going to be the leaders, the ones that are going to be the outliers, and to get in early. And if that's what you want to see, you are in the right place, right? Because I've been delivering new projects to you over and over again. There are a lot of good projects out here from 2021 and some from 2022, and they're going to do quite well. But the new projects that I'm bringing to the forefront, I believe more of those are going to give us 100x opportunities. And if you want to be here for this journey, you want to be one of the first ones to find out about it, stay tuned, because that's what I'm about. Because I am Crypto.XL. Let's enjoy this ride. Look at that green candle. Should I zoom in. Look at that. Jeez. All right, guys. Catch you next time. Peace.